Greetings, friends. Paul here. Thanks for stopping by. This is an extension of my previous video about the symbolism of our 52-card French playing card deck. And I'd like to touch upon some points giving an overview of the archetypal symbolism of the playing cards. Now, first, as mentioned in the previous video, and I'll post a link in the description to that as well, playing cards are a metaphor for money, which is the medium of exchange in a civilized society. We use money as an exchange or a representation of an exchange for goods and services as a medium of exchange. And in the playing cards, money is traditionally in ancient China was represented by coins, the coin suit, which has evolved into the diamonds in the French card deck. And you're going to have to check out my previous video about that for the detailed history, because it's kind of arcane and kind of a little shifty how it became diamonds. But regardless, this suit does represent money. In the tarot, this is pentacles. But basically speaking, it has to do with coins on a fundamental level, dating back to ancient China, ancient Egypt, and then Italy with the ancient tarot into Western Europe, and of course what we still enjoy today. Hearts is the universal symbol of love. Historically, this suit was or is in the tarot cups. Now, both the heart and cups think of as a vessel flowing with blood and love, or in religious contexts, often wine or water, and that flowing kind of vessel. And the heart indeed is a vessel from which blood flows. And I'm using the Jack here in this example for the video because the Jack face card is often associated with romance and impulse, which is often associated with romance as well. So I wanted to use the Jack to represent the heart suit. So this is really a universal symbol and kind of cool at that. Now, clubs historically in cards refer to an actual stick, an actual club. I'll show an image here that's more accurate, really, representing clubs that have come down from the ancient tarot. And of course, clubs are referred to as wands in the modern tarot, but historically they were clubs, as in a club. Now, how the French derived the clover or trèfle is a whole story indeed. Check out my previous video for the details on that. But that's what we still refer to as a club, even though this is a French clover. So go figure, but that's how things evolve through centuries. Now, the club is an interesting symbol because, to me, the club represents the distinction from Homo sapiens, or just the Homo genus, from the chimpanzees with the prehensile thumb that we can grab onto objects, rocks and sticks. That really separates us from the rest of the species. Now, a natural progression of the club suit is the sword suit. In Latin, it's spada, or what we call spades. Suffice to say, though, it is the sword suit or spades, even though this image is a French pikehead, which is a weapon of sorts, but it's definitely not a sword. Anyhow, I say it's a natural extension from the clubs because a club is just a stick, just humans grabbing a stick, whereas the sword is a technological advancement over primitive weaponry of sticks and stones into harnessing, forging, and shaping iron ore into weapons, later skyscrapers, of course, technology evolving into the computer age where we're at today, and nanotechnology, different materials. Either way, this suit to me represents that evolution of technology that we humans enjoy. Finally, the Joker is prominent throughout history. Now, I don't use the Joker in the card games I play, but it's the Fool in the tarot. And the Joker is interesting in that the Joker often indicates our subconscious, or the thoughts and feelings that we all feel, but oftentimes are too afraid to express as being socially inappropriate, yet the Fool or the Joker gets away with it. And read many Shakespeare plays also feature a fool who often speaks the truth above and beyond what everybody in the little narrative is going through with their kind of shadow language and not being very direct. The Fool will really cut to the chase. And it's interesting that the Fool is still represented in our 52 card deck. So just to recap, in cards, coins are first and foremost, dating from ancient China with playing cards. Coins and playing cards in general are a metaphor for money, or the medium of exchange. You know the phrase, follow the money? Well, no difference here, guys. Money itself is an incredibly powerful symbol, and some might say even archetype, as far as the development and the evolution of humanity. Love and passion go without saying. We all have it, and even if it's not a heart, it's symbolically some sort of vessel or cup. Clubs, the ability to grasp with our prehensile thumb that separates us from the chimpanzees. Think of the movie 2001 Space Odyssey, in that archetypal scene where our predecessor grabs the bone and is banging it. That's what clubs really represent to me. And spades, or spada, Latin for swords, forging iron ore into steel to conquer nations. Think of the book Gun, Germs, and Steel. And that's a great book. And that book's all about the evolution of humanity and how powerful, amongst part of the book was about how powerful the advent of steel was in defining the role of human evolution and nation building. Finally, the Fool or Joker is the subconscious part of our minds that is often hesitant, or just not even hesitant, but just will not speak what we're really feeling. But everybody's, or most people are feeling that way. But the Joker or Fool can get away with it and can express what we're really feeling. In that way, we identify to the Joker and the Fool when we hear him or her speak, because we may laugh at the Fool, we may laugh at the Joker. And in modern times, of course, I mean, the Joker's gone through antiquity. In the modern times, I mean, Batman, from DC Comics, the Joker is a very prominent figure in that. So these archetypes are a thread throughout history. And when the next time you pick up a deck of cards or shuffle through a deck or play a game with a friend, think about the archetypes and symbolism associated with them. Thanks for watching, you guys. I look forward to reading your comments below. If I've missed anything or any points you would like to expound upon, please post those below. I always enjoy reading your comments. And have a great day.